Hey guys, gals, and legionnaires, Rycon here, and welcome back to Let's Roleplay Cataclysm Dark Days Ahead, Dusk's Tale. We are back with Dusk, we're back with the gang, and there is a lightning storm currently going on outside, but that's not going to deter us. We are currently sitting in this little hospital at the moment, right outside of Sandersfield, and I don't think we're going to be in Sandersfield for much longer, because I think we are going to be leaving it behind. And the reason we're going to be leaving it behind is because our poor team are so badly injured right now. We need to get them back home. And I'm having a look at this right now, and I'm trying to see if there is a path or a way that might be slightly faster for us to get back on. I mean, that's not bad if we were to come along that way there. There's a lot of driving in fields late at night, and that can be very, very dangerous, but I think we might be able to do this. Not easily, but I think we might be able to do this. So essentially where we are now, in this hospital, we'd need to try and cross the river, and I guess the closest crossing is gonna be this one up here, which would mean driving through Sandersfield, and I don't know if that's an option. Or at least driving around Sandersfield. I feel like the roads would still be the safest route for us to go, but not exactly the safest. The only other option for us is to drive south for a decent while, but there aren't any other crossings for a very long time. We have to go all the way back down to like Edgarstown to be able to get anywhere close to it. So I think we're going to try and go for that. I think we're going to try and go up through Sandersfield. We will go across the field here. Once we hit that house, we'll just go straight up, take a left, straight up, take a left, and then just go south for ages. Actually, we do need to turn off, oh no, south for ages. South for ages, and then we'll probably swing past the evac shelter along the way, and then see if we can skirt between the two labs there, and then just essentially drive all the way back down to Carthage. And we will be able to, well, that's one of the original explosions. That's the one that we left on there, which wasn't massive, but I guess it's around about the same size as the other missiles that hit, just not very big nukes, you know? They're like very, very small tactical warheads. So, I can't complain. It is what it is. It does more than a mini nuke does, so I guess that's the thing. Right, we're gonna get moving. We need to get back to the vehicle because it's gonna take us a while to do this. So, we're gonna be leaving this place behind, and good gosh, the rain is intense. It's very, very intense. It's gonna take a little bit for Shayla to actually get over here, so we're gonna wait, make sure that she actually does get the chance to come and join us. Shayla, oh dear, she's been in the wars big time. Let's go ahead and turn that off, start our vehicle up, and we'll make sure we actually turn on our headlights and finally we can see properly. Okay, fantastic. So, we're going to get rolling, and we're going to do our very best to make it back before we become dead tired or anything of the like. We are going to be becoming quite cold while we're driving, but that's just something we're going to have to learn to deal with, because right now our friend is very, very injured and we need to get her home safe and sound. We do have a little bit of a oh, okay, that's fungal. That's some fungalness that we're seeing down there. Alright, just going to keep driving around. Keep driving, nice and easy. Okay, alright, we're seeing a fungaloid and zombie brute. This isn't the place we need to go up, so that's good. We'll just put a little bit more speed on and try and find our way up and around. The camera should finally be nice and stationary. I apologize for that in the previous episode. That was annoying me just as much as it was annoying you, I'm sure. But unfortunately it wasn't secured properly, and it was bouncing all over the place when I was hitting things on the table. We really want to pick up some speed to try and get around this feral predator, who has actually managed to hit Lady Sis, bit Lady Sis's torso. That's not nice, and it is actually still keeping pace with us at 32 kilometers an hour. Not bad. Lady Sis got spat on then. Okay, for a second I was just like, where the hell is Chung? What the hell was that? What the... Whoa, what is going on? Okay, so the bang was Shayla shooting at something, but we have a zombie bio-operator near us, and we have just an awful horde, like a really awful horde of all kinds of nasty things. And what are you? A fungal boomer. We're dealing with fungal things here because the fungaloids. We really need to step up the pace. Shayla is shooting at that Migo like there's no tomorrow. We're going to see if we can take a very... Wow, we're pretty maneuverable in this. We do have a feral hunter ahead of us, who they're just going to annihilate. Did actually manage to bite Shayla's left leg. So I want to make sure that everyone is okay here, but at the same time we can't really afford to slow down. So we are going to keep up pace, running down that one there. We want to make sure that everyone is staying attached to the vehicle. Okay, we ran you down. Okay, and we got a zombie necromancer hanging out here. So we don't want to stop for no one. Bogart has been doing very well for us. We're going to drive past this tank and cruise on out of town. Oh dear. Okay, so we are seeing fungaloids now, and that makes me very concerned for our friends, because there is a chance that they are going to become infected by spores, which I don't want to have happen. We just actually drove over some water here. There's so many here. There's got to be a fungal tower around here somewhere. We're going to try and ignore them as best as we can and hope that they don't get infected. Let's keep on rolling. There's so many of them. There's got to be a massive tower. Well, we did see one. We did see a few that were kind of like way down, but that was a decent distance down. This is quite a distance from that point. Zombie dogs and more fungaloids. So many fungaloids. Now, fungaloids are a big part of the game. We haven't seen too many of them yet. So for those of you who don't know what fungaloids are, I'll read out their description for you. Okay, so we should be able to page down through that, or an extended description. Here we go. A pale white fungus, one meaty grey stalk supporting a bloom at the top. Spores are periodically expelled from its gills, and a few tendrils extend from the base, allowing mobility and some basic means of defense. They're ignoring us for now, and that's good. I think they might be ignoring us because we're a plant, but I know sometimes they do say pretty neutral. What's dangerous is the spores that they expunge from their body. We're happy right now. Well, that's nice. Oh, I'm glad we're happy. That's something. Anyway, we're going to continue driving and avoiding them at all costs, because we don't want to hit them, because that's essentially going to make them erupt into spores, and close contact is not what we want. I think we're okay. We'd be fine, but again, like I said, I'm concerned about the others. We can't see Chung right now. He is behind us. He's kind of in shadow, but he seems to be fine. The others are clinging on for dear life currently. And which one do we want to go to? We want to go all the way down to the lab. Yeah, so we still want to go down for a decent amount more. Step on the gas. And this is going to be quite the journey home. But we are homeward bound, and I'm hoping that, well, everything is going to be okay. It's been a while since we've been there. We've got Gwen, we've got Charlotte Hall, we've got a few other NPCs back at the base that I would be concerned about. Hello, we got an irradiated wanderer, and what is this place here? Is this a mine? Because it's got 0 on the map, which is maybe that's a parking lot. What is that? A gas station. So this is just like a little stop? Maybe this is like a big, actually more like a big road stop, because there's a police blockade there, and we're dealing with a lot of police zombies, etc. Scarred zombie, and we're going to drive through that. Oh dear God, Chung, what are you doing? Oh, actually, no, I lie. That wasn't Chung, that was Bogart doing a massive fishtail through that. The southwest and below we hear porcelain breaking? I saw porcelain there somewhere. No, that was my no, from the west we hear porcelain breaking. I thought I was going crazy, but no, not quite. There is a church here as well, it would seem. That's a bar, but I swear I'm actually seeing a church as well. We are seeing, let's definitely step up the gas, because we saw a zombie. Hulkin jeepers, what? Is that a bar or is it a church? It can't make up its mind. It says it's a bar, so maybe the bar has stained glass windows. But that's quite a horde. Yeah, nah, I'm okay. And it looks like there is some kind of like bulldozer vehicle over there that we are going to pay no mind to. So this is like a small little town. Like a little, I guess this actually makes perfect sense. It's like motels and like gas stops, fast food. It's essentially like a road stop. Yeah, a little road stop along the way, and we aren't going to stop for this. No, siree. We are going to keep on going very, very fast away from all of this pain and suffering, because our friends are still alive and we want to keep them that way. We just want to get them back home. Is that so much to ask? Apparently it's quite a lot in Cataclysm. That's quite a cool feature over here. We've got like a massive crater in the middle of the river, which has kind of created like a swamp. But we aren't gonna... I think only if there's something super interesting, I would stop for it. And then we'd probably explore that by ourselves, not with any of our friends, because they are all in a pretty bad way. Lady Sis is doing okay, so that is the evac shelter I was talking about, so we should be able to follow this road along with relative ease. We're not going to worry about... oh god, we might die here. Okay, we need to start backing up. Oh, no, please start backing up, please start backing up. We need to turn off the headlights right now. Okay, please start backing up. Please start backing up. Come on. Okay. Oh, that is a chicken walker, and that is, essentially kind of imagine the big robot from RoboCop. They will tear through anything in a heartbeat, and we were very, very lucky then to not be killed. Primarily because of how bright it is. It's clear out, and the moon is creating a whole heap of light. So we are going to need to go through the fields, and we're just going to leave our headlights off for now because we don't want to draw any extra attention to us, and we're hopefully going to go around that. I do want to create something of a note here, and we're going to give it a red color, and we're going to say chicken walker exclamation marks. Just so that we know that that is not somewhere that we want to go towards ever. That is death. And I'm lucky that we kind of noticed it because it didn't... Okay, there we go. Clouds have come over now. Yeah. The safe mode didn't notice it, so we would have just driven straight towards it at high speed, and it would have more than likely attacked the vehicle and blown the vehicle up while we were still on it by trying to attack us, because we're in the front. I imagine it would try and aim for us. So yeah, that's we dodged a pretty massive sized bullet there. I don't know what size bullets it uses, but it uses very, very large bullets. We're hearing brap brap from beneath us, so either there is... No, it's the lab. It's the lab. I was gonna make a bad joke, but it's just the lab. Okay. Alright, keep on trucking. Dusk, you're doing a good job so far. Our cross-country drive. Okay. And for those of you who are interested in the world information, I've been trying to figure it out for a while, but I think I should be able to find it out if we go to options and then go across to current world. So this is what we're dealing with here. So the size of cities is 12, the city spacing is 7. I apologize, I gave 8 to some of you, and that means that they're just like ridiculously far apart. So 12 and 7, and that's really the main thing that I've changed in this. I haven't changed much else. The days are 30, and that's about it. So nothing else amazingly different there. So that's what I went for the city scaling in this, and I feel like it's pretty decent because they are far enough apart and they are large enough that they do feel like unique places. I'm trying to remember if it was on Twitter or if it was on in the YouTube comments. I think it could have been in the comments. One of you was recommending doing a playthrough where it was just all city, and I think that's a really cool idea. I feel like it would almost be like Blade Runner-ish. It'd be like, you know, being on Coruscant or something like that, where the entire like world that you're in is this one big city. And I think that is a playthrough that we will try and do after we've done a little bit more of Leif. Or, you know, if Leif was to peg it, we might try and do something like that. Or same thing, you know, if Dusk's Tale comes to the end, I think I will only just keep the two going at the same time. Otherwise, we'd be running, like, you know, we'd only be doing one episode of each of the series a week, and where that gets troubling for me... Oh god, we're close to a minefield. Okay, focus and talk at the same time. Okay, I think we were on the edge of it. Yeah, we're okay, we're on the edge of it. Where it gets complicated for me is remembering what characters had what stuff. And while that's not going to be a problem for Dusk and Leif, because Leif has to make everything himself, so every item that Leif has is super important and has a huge amount of value, so I'm not going to be forgetting what he has or confusing it with Dusk, whereas if we had someone that was in a similar situation to Dusk, it can be very easy to think, oh yeah, we've got a forge, or we've got this XYZ. So we're getting a little hungry, but that's fine. We are going to step up on the gas now, and we are just going to go pretty much straight down from this point. Hello, coyotes. We could stop and eat some of ya, but we're actually just going to continue on. And it does seem like things are getting brighter again, but we're going to leave the headlights on because they are going to help us see minefields. Because while we can see in the dark, we can't really see color, and that can be an issue because it just makes seeing those signs that much harder. Okay, continue on, heading south. I'm just trying to dodge as many bushes as we can along the way. Hello. Oh, small blobs. We're by the, we were by the slime pit. Okay. Well, that was some shooting practice for Shayla. Okay, straight down now. No more bushes for a little bit. There we go, we got one there. Trying my best to keep my eye out for minefields at the same time. It's hard to do when we are just going along fast. It's much easier to spot bushes, which I'm looking out for at the same time. Okay, watch out, cat. Hey, this is like a lone zombie Hulk. What are you doing, buddy? But that's also frightening to think that we're just running into lone zombie Hulks now, just like hanging out, doing their thing in the woods. That's not good. That's not good for us at all. So our intention here will be to go until we essentially hit that swamp and then kind of just skirt around the churches. We've actually made pretty good time. I was expecting it to take a little bit longer for us to get back, but we haven't had any major disasters, I say as we almost hit a bush. I don't want to jinx it. I really don't want to jinx it, but so far so good, right? So far so good. Okay, we are getting close to where we need to start turning. Not quite yet, at least I don't think so. Still going past town, ignoring corrosive zombies because we hate them with a fiery passion. And you know what? To make everyone super happy and make myself happy, we are going to be making ourselves a ton of metal arrows, and we're going to be getting that bow back. Because while I like our rifles, I think we are just going to go back to the bow because the bow is just so powerful and it does fit Dusk's style. We are going to have that really sweet sniper rifle we have. We're going to keep that, and I think we will be keeping that in Bogart primarily, but okay, we actually have to go around this stuff and start just doing a little bit more of a turn. Oh, look at that, threading the needle. Too good, Dusk, too good. Okay, let's not give you too much praise. We got another needle to thread at 80 kilometers an hour. Hell yeah, that's how we do. Good work. She's getting very, very good at driving. You would not be able to drive like this at the start of Cataclysm. You'd just like, you'd be swerving all over the place, but Dusk has some pretty damn good control of Bogart now. And while, okay, I jinxed it, I jinxed it big time. Okay, no, she's good. She is very good at what she does. Thank you, Dusk. Excellent. Okay, let's see. Alright. Hopefully, the place hasn't been burnt down by our friends that have been staying there. I mean, we know them, but we don't know them too well, so, yeah. Alright. And it's pretty much just cruising on down now. Nice and easy, like, oh, there we are. There's the tank. I think we actually just hit a bush. We made it the entire way without hitting a bush, and we just hit one then. God damn it. We can't win, can we? Okay, alright. And I was just gonna say, I was like, oh damn, the fuel tank's gotten low, but no, it's not. It's just like one beneath full. So it's perfectly fine. I think we need to go across one here. I think that's okay now. Is that lined up? Please just... Okay, now we can see the place. Oh, that hurt my stomach for a bit then. Oh, that was actually perfect. That's pretty much exactly where we want it to be. It's slightly off to the side, but that's fine. We made it back to the mansion. We're here after such a long time, and I'm sure that they're happy to see it as well, and I'm happy to have them back alive, especially after everything that we've been through along the way here. Stop driving. Go ahead, turn on the flashlight. Now, we did lose our cart along the way, which sucks, but it's not the end of the world. It's not the end of the world, it's going to be okay. Let's see, we've got a whole heap of things in here though, so I would like to drag some of those things back. I really want to try and put those in us. So I think what we're going to be doing here is we're going to be making sure that everyone does get healed up, everyone gets proper treatment, and from there, once they're healed up, we are going to be heading back out, but in that time, we're going to be making arrows for us, we're going to be installing these CBMs, we're going to be doing a whole heap of cool things. So let's examine some wounds. Your arms are still healing. Actually, you know what, let's just have a quick talk to Lady Sis and I was saying, want to know a little bit more about you, that's fine. So all I was wanting to try and see was if they were under the effect of anything, that would have meant the spores had got to them. And they didn't, so that's a good thing. Okay, I think we're probably going to be using Cartman. Whoa, look at that save, holy crap. That's because we went through so many different cells then, it has to update all of them. So now that we're staying in here, whenever it does an autosave like that, it's not going to take it anywhere near as long to be able to do it. So that's good news for us. And let's see, how is everyone doing here? Hello, friends. Now, let's just... Oh, damn it. Well, it has been a while since we've been back here, and yeah, that's still a thing. There's still no... what's the word I'm looking for? There's no sprites for the floor panels. I don't know why. I don't know why there isn't, but oh well. So we've got Gwen, we've got Charlotte, and we do have one other person, right? I swear we have one other NPC that lives with us. It's terrible that I can't remember. We should be able to see it if we are on the map. No, that's it. So Gwen and Charlotte were the only two that were staying behind. I hope I'm not forgetting about someone. Probably am. I probably am. Poor Shayla. She takes a while to get around, doesn't she? Let's grab Cartman the cart, and we are going to... oh, you've collided. Why are you colliding, son? Okay, how are we going to get you out of here? Because you're in a little bit of a no. Lady Sis, this is not the game. Yes, I know, Lady Sis is on it. We'll go ahead and ignore that error, because I think it didn't like Lady Sis, right? Oh, this is so sad, because it's just like the old days. Oh, dear. What can I say? It does remind me of the good times with candy. Oh, well. Okay, alright. We released the cart. Let's see, we want to start transferring things over into Cartman. And it's pretty much going to be everything. We've got so much ammunition. There's too much to fit in one thing here, so we're just going to transfer as much as we can, and then we're going to have to use the other part. Doop, 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 doop. Oh, why so many ceramic shards? Why did I collect so many? Like... There's a lot of ceramic shards. Why did I collect so many ceramic shards? Am I... Okay, so the ceramic shards must have come with these screens and stuff like that. Because I cannot think of, for the life of me, why we would have grabbed over 60 pieces of ceramic shards. No, there's nothing I can imagine that being the reason why we would do that. Oh dear. That's a lot of lead. That's cool. Yep, transfer all the things. That's a lot of scrap metal as well. Okay, destination area is full. So we're gonna go ahead and grab that. It's probably gonna be quite heavy now. Nah, it's fine apparently. Okay, not the floor. Cartman, that's what we want. There we go. I'm ducking down because my microphone's just up here. I have actually changed the place that I kind of put it, just because it means I can use my hands now. Before I couldn't, it'd be like right here, and I'd always do these really awkward hand movements all the time because I could never, and I talk with my hands a lot. It's a dangerous thing, especially around dinner tables. I end up knocking things over all the time. It's a family trait. It comes from my father's side. Yeah. Are we gonna bring all the scrap metal with us? Yeah, why not? Why not? Let's just bring everything. Bring our ceramic shards, because you might as well, right? You might as well. Do you want to get off the cart, girl? That'll help us out a whole lot. Shayla, you can ride on this if you want. The cart, you can ride on the cart. Because she's got a broken leg. That's what I was saying, nothing else. Okay, all right, let's get nice and comfy. We're gonna be doing some transferring of roughly 1 million, 2 million things. So it's gonna take us a little bit to do that. All right, you've taken the helm there, Lady Sis, that's fine. So first of all, let's start transferring all of our ammunition, which is in the front cart, so that should be perfectly fine. Transfer all of the things. Too many things. Calm down, Rycon. What did you transfer that you don't need? You transferred some things, the spiral stone, etc. Throwing knives, they're cool. No, that's it. That's all that we want to transfer there. Everything else is going to be going up from us. We've got a mini fridge. Yes, we're going to install that here. Yeah, we are. Although, mansions are really cool now. Mansions are really, really cool. So if we find some new mansions that we haven't been to, I would love to explore them. As of like the most recent update, they look really cool. They have a huge amount of new features. They've got like basketball courts, they've got new pools and stuff like that. They've got multiple levels to them, like those other cool houses we found. That's why I don't think we'll be spending much time in and around Carthage, although in saying that, are you antique stores? Oh, 2 antique stores. Oh, well, we know that we want to try and find a petrified eye to get into the strange temple, which is, you know, I think the inner Goonie in Dusk needs to be satisfied, and we definitely will be doing that eventually. So we should have everything up there now. So everything that we're going to be transferring them from this point on is going to be going into essentially the everything pile. Okay, so we want to transfer everything out of that first, and that's going to be going just north of us, and we're just going to hit Shift M, start transferring everything but the books. Actually, the books we're not going to do that too. And saying that, they're recipe books, so we are going to do that. Explosives we are going to hold on to. Trapper's Life we'll put up there as well. Okay, all of these things and all of that. Plutonium cells. It's just a whole heap of really good crafting stuff. Okay, so similar thing here. We're going to be just shifting them up from us. So, yep, that's actually correct. Shifting, shifting, shifting. Okay, so now I just want to try and get the last stuff that's actually beneath us and get shifting that up. The quantum panel will take up there as well, because it was underneath the floorboards and we can't actually see that, and that's why it went missing. There is a wooden shield just there, so we'll move that up as well. And from this position, we should be able to... What's that on the floor there? That's only a few... Oh no, that's everything. What's on the floor beneath us now? The wooden shield. Okay, right, well, that's fine. We'll go ahead and drop the wooden shield there. Oh, look at all that rotten meat. Yes, brilliant. Okay, well, that's good. I'm happy to see that. And we do have some magazines on us as well that we're going to drop down for now. Same with the M1A. We'll drop that as well. And the fusion pack, boom, drop that off. So, let's see. The wooden shield, we're going to drop you off over there to our side, and essentially everything else we're going to put over in, well, our everything pile. Yeah, so drugs go there as well. Everything but the books. The books are going to go somewhere else, but they can go there as well. The mini fridge, boom, 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 boom. Okay, hey, we've filled that square. Look at that, 1,000 liters of space. And we've filled it up. We've finally filled it up. So that means that we're going to have to start storing things on the square that we're on right now, which is essentially the floor. Floor storage system, it can work. It's going to have to work in this instance. As for the books, let's just put them in our inventory for now, and we'll just go ahead and drop them off by hand. Okay, and the books, where are your books? Books. Okay, there we go. We'll drop the records off as well. Okay, so we have a few things stored on the ground there. That's fine, we can access them for crafting, which is the main thing. How is the fridge looking at the moment? Very fridge-like. We're probably going to swap this fridge out for an actual fridge, which is going to be our mini fridge. Does mean that the bookcase that where we have it at the moment, we're probably going to need to move. Yeah, about that. I don't know where I'm going to move it to. We might be able to put it... No, that's where we have a tank. Yeah. We're gonna have to do some moving, some shuffling around in here. Yeah. Well, look, we can slake some first, can't we? So let's go ahead, purify that water in the tank. Let's have a drink. Get nice and slaked. Booyakasha. And we're gonna go ahead, use the hot plate, and we're gonna cook a whole heap of meat. So let's go like that. And we can can meat, we can do all this cool stuff now, but we're not going to do that. In fact, we're just going to cook the meat. Where are you? Cooked meat. No, that's cooked acorn meal. Where is just meat? I'd like that, thanks. Cooked meat. Brilliant. Let's go ahead and cook all of it. Why not? It's going to take 1 hour and 9 minutes, and we might even have some afterwards. We're going to go use some charges. It's not even using that much charge to be able to do it. We're very hungry, and they all assisted us with that. So thank you very much, everyone. That got us a whole heap of lovely rotten meat. I doubt we're actually going to be able to eat all of that before it disappears. So we might try to Save it? Will it save as being rotten? I don't know. Look, we can make rotten broth, right? Well, it's not going to make the broth rotten by putting the meat in it. We'll need to make the broth and, yeah. I mean, that's a good source of food for us. We know that much at the very least. But hey, we're full, we're slaked. That's good. That's a good start. So, they're going to be healing up over there. That's good. We don't need to worry about them so much. Next thing for us is, do we want to install those CBMs? Now, pardon me. I had something trying to escape my chest. I pushed it back in. We've got the Sonic Resonator, Leukotype Breeder System, Expanded Digestive System, which would be interesting if we do put that in. I don't know what that'll actually do to us. It's a mystery. It's a mystery. Okay, this takes forever. We need to do a different kind of sorting here. So let's see. We're sorting south of us. And we want to have a look at all of our CBMs that we have here. Except this is on multiple pages. This is 1 of 10. Okay, jeepers. Okay, Bionics. There we go. Bionics are on page 6 for reference. That's our inventory. That's good. Cable charger, cranial flashlight, which actually, you know, I've been scoffing at it, but it could actually be interesting for us to get. And also, by default, the limit to CBMs aren't in the game, so we can install as many as we want. I'm gonna try and do it within reason though at the same time. We do want to install some more power storage CBMs. We only have the 1 of them at the moment, so there we go. What happened to the other ones that we just brought along with us? Why aren't they there? Where are they now that they're hiding? Are they hiding here? I do not know where they went. No, there's nothing on the ground there. Where did they all go? Because we had the muscle ones, etc., etc. Items on the ground. So there's some items on the ground beneath that. It's a whole heap of crap, but it's not what we want. And that's just beneath that. And that's just high explosive quarterly, which we're going to go ahead and drop around the corner now before we forget about it. That's a much quicker save. Where did they go? Did we accidentally send them over here? No, we didn't. And they aren't here. So let's do a everything search, and that gives us 14 pages of stuff and things. Oh dear. So we want to go through until we see Bionics. Bionics. I swear we are missing those CBMs we brought back with us. Now, I wonder if that's just showing us that's stuff that's to the east, and I think that's the case. So if we keep going through, we might be able to find some more? No, it's showing everything that's around, that's underneath that category, which makes sense. But what doesn't make sense is where are these other CBMs? Because we definitely brought back Sonic Resonator. I swear we had other ones, right? Am I losing it again? It's possible. It happens in Cataclysm sometimes, but then again, sometimes it's not me that's losing it. It's the game that's losing it. And by losing, I mean losing our items for one reason or another. Etched human skull. Lovely. Those are all of our different artifacts we've found along the way so far. We're going to go ahead and push Cartman out of here. Oh dear God. They're all going to be on it now. Alright, let's drag Cartman over here for now. Leave him there. We haven't gone ahead and put anything over there that we don't... Yeah, You still hanging out in there, Chung? Okay, buddy. You do you. Let's make sure that they aren't accidentally... No, they're not accidentally in our inventory. We might need to go back to Bogart to be certain. We're just going to check the other rubbish that's around here at the moment. We have a storage battery with a whole heap of charge there still, and a whole heap of splintered wood. Interesting. I think I want to try and collate that, get that all together eventually, but right now it isn't super important for us to do so. No CBMs there, definitely not. And nothing over there either. So, question remains for me, where are my goddamn CBMs? Sorry game. Sorry. That's my bad. We had a few containers full on Bogart. Okay, there they are. I'm not crazy. I'm just inadequate. Railgun CBM, we want to get that. The plating, I think we probably want to go for as well. It's going to protect us like crazy. It will mean then that we would be a little bit more metal than plant, but our roots and our arms would still kind of be plant-like, so we'd be a hybrid between the two, which I think is cool. And the dielectric capacitance system we want to get as well. Hydronic muscles, 100%, that's going to make us so strong. So we want to get all of those things. We need Cartman again to actually go and grab that. So running back, someone took a little bit of a detour there. Go ahead, grab you, Cartman. Cartman, why are you colliding with the bed? Come on, easy now. Whoa. You're all messed up, aren't you? Can we grab you? And we have Chung in the cart. Okay, alright. Okay, it's your turn, buddy. It's your turn. Not the person who actually needs to be pulled around in the cart. Okay, and in terms of what's in the front, I don't think there's anything in there that we actually desperately need to grab and put into here. No, not the floor. There, that's what we want. We're gonna need to put them in both of them. So we have the rocket launcher, which is great. I'm half tempted, let's leave that in here because we might just need to. The scout rifle was what we were using, and which is what, it's really cool. It's got the scope on it. There is one other rifle that is really good as well. I don't know which one is better than the other, whether the scout rifle is the best or if it's this other one that we've got. I'm trying to remember the name of it. There's an E in there somewhere. I know that's not very helpful, but that's all I can remember at this point. So we're pretty much going to take almost everything out of that. There's our survivor's harness. Yes. All of those. Mini reactor. Yeah. Yup. I think we might make a new vehicle with that, potentially. Some of you have been asking for a upgrade to Bogart, and we might just end up doing that. Because a few of you were saying, like, Bogart needs to go, we need to make a new one. We could just evolve Bogart. Bogart could become an entirely different beast than what it is right now. And let's just double check over here. We're gonna go get items. Yeah, we'll leave all of them there. Actually, the 5.56 tracer rounds, etc., we will take those with us and put them back with everything else, just so we know for sure and for certain exactly what we got with us. We'll take the Remington rounds as well. Boom. And we'll just leave the emergency shotgun where it is. Okay, so it is taking some time to move the cart, so we're just going to go ahead and release so that Chung can get off the cart so that we can get moving. Okay, grab you. Let's go. Moving. Nice. Okay. How are we going to get through? Like that. Easy. Okay, I kind of want to try and see if we can pull... No, we can't. Not really. What if I grabbed you like that? Not possible, apparently. Nope, that's not the direction I want it to go in. Okay, no easy way to pull Cartman that way, is there? There we go, now release. Okay, we've got both the carts kind of accessible. So we want to transfer the weapons across first of all. So that's ammunition, perfect. And that's all that was in that one. Okay, the scout rifle, we are going to put across. Same with everything there. C4 explosives, yeah, we'll put them there as well. The spiral stone is actually a weapon, according to them. But everything else we're just going to put directly north of us. And we're going to start shifting that along. The book, yes, yep, so everything. So just start shifting, whole way up. Boom. We do have the jerry can of gasoline, which we should probably take back. So let's go ahead and put that into Cartman. I did see it at the bottom there. Fuel. Boom. There we go. Okay, so we'll release Cartman. It is released, apparently. And we're going to have to transfer everything just onto the floor there. Fortunately, that's where everything is just going to have to sit for now. So everything's kind of a little split up at the moment, which is unfortunate. Limestone, you shall live there as well. And the book is the only thing that does need to move from the square. Boom, done. Now, I don't know whether or not we can make a more efficient storage space, because 1,000 is a pretty big volume. I don't think we can get bigger than that. whether or not shelving or something like that would actually improve the space that we have. Because south is a table, right, and that's allowing us to store 1,000, which is the same as what the floor allows. Hang on, we've got some things the southeast of us. What is southeast? Oh, we can actually just store some things here. You know what? Let's move everything over onto the forge. That's fine. Huh. Okay. All right, let's do that. It's going to be out of the way then, and it's still within crafting reach of us as well. So take all of those, drop them over there, clear the way for us. Nice. Okay, so we are probably getting quite tired, but I think we'll be okay to do some installation of CBMs. So we need to get ourselves a little bit of a boost here. So apparently we can take 2 Adderall. I would like to try and take 2 if possible. Okay, let's see how we're doing. Stimulant overdose. Okay, well that's going to affect us a little bit, but our intelligence is pretty high right now. We should be able to take an e-cigarette. See if we can. Do we have any? Not on us right now. We're on 17, which is pretty good. But we should be able to use one. Question is it going to be under drugs or is it going to be under tools? I don't think it's going to be under drugs. So let's go through the pages if we can. Having a look through. There's just so much stuff. Can we? I don't know if we can sort here. Oh, we can filter. Okay, so let's just say E. Well, E. Okay, we actually found it. I was going to say, yeah. Oh, we don't have any nicotine liquid. Oh, well, there's got to be one that actually does. Electronic cigarette. There we go. That one there. Okay. How much are we freaking out? Okay, alright. We're on 18 intelligence. That's pretty good. Oh, why? I'm an idiot. I took them way too early. We're meant to take our painkillers first and then wait. I am a fool. We need to take morphine and we need to take codeine. Can't remember the dosage though, that's the issue. I feel like it's 1 codeine and 1 morphine. Maybe. Maybe. Let's have a look. Let's take 1 morphine. Okay, we shoot up some of the morphine. Alright, and now let's take some codeine. Okay, alright. How are we feeling? We're still alive. That's good. Our intelligence has gone down a little bit. Everything's all over the place right now. Now, if I was to try and install a CBM, let's have a look. I want to have a look at the hydraulic muscles. That's going to be a difficult one to... The intensity of the painkillers you've already taken is 3% of the threshold that will allow you to install bionics. It will take 46 minutes for the painkillers you've already taken to achieve maximum effect. So right now, it's at 3%. In 46 minutes, it should be at 100%. Or does that mean it's only 3%? Like we need to take like another 97% of painkillers? Because that's a lot of painkillers. We've taken morphine and we've taken codeine. Painkillers is only on, it's not on anything right now. So let's see. I'm going to see if it starts to take more effect. Oh, here we go. We're on 3, so it is getting there. I think we need to get it to 10, so we're on 5. That's 6. We still have our intelligence, that's good. Let's try and install again just to get an update and see where we are at. Okay, so that's actually on us right now. We're at 53% of the threshold, 30 minutes. Okay. Alright, I think we will reach what we need. Okay, we just need to keep checking back. 7. Okay. 8. 9. We've got to be close now, right? 10. Okay, so that should be it. Let's have a look. Activate hydraulic muscles. Okay, we're at 94%. We're close. 14 minutes, and that should be enough. Okay, 11. We're over now, and our intelligence has dropped down. I wonder if we can take another hit of the electronic cigarette, which we still have on us. Okay, there we go. There we go. We take a puff, and that does give us a little bit of a boost again. Let's see if we can do this or not. Okay, only 13%. That's really good for how big this CBM is. The chance is still there that we can fail. Let's hope this isn't XCOM percentages. we successfully install the hydraulic muscles. We now have hydraulic muscles. Let's have a look, not at that, but at that. Okay, hydraulic muscles. Let's just have a quick read. While activated, your muscles will be greatly enhanced, increasing your strength by 20. Oh, that is strong. We can smash through walls. We can go through a hell of a lot with that. That turns us into quite the machine. But speaking of machines, we do still need to install the alloy plating, which is going to cover us up. We're going to go ahead and install the one on our head. 10% chance. Bam. Alloy plating on our head. Now, I don't know whether or not it is fully encompassing our head or if it's like plates around. Who knows? I don't know for certain, but it is definitely changing the way in which Dusk does look. Now, I did talk about us using some purifiers. We still need to do that before we head out of here, but we have a lot of things that we can do to kind of help maintain ourselves while we're here, while the others are healing. And purifying is one of those things, for sure. Next up, we want to go and try and install the torso one, and what this is going to do is just improve our chances of survival dramatically, because your torso and your head is what you are wanting to protect more than anything. So let's go ahead, we want to go activate, and we want to activate the torso alloy plating CBM. Only 7%. Bam! Alloy plating on the torso. Fan-freaking-tastic. Now, does that up? I don't know. There's no easy way for us to see that, like exactly what it's doing for us in that, but it is a passive. So if you go ahead and have a look, alloy plating, flesh on your head has been replaced by a strong armor, protecting both your head and jaw regions. It doesn't tell us how much, protecting you greatly. Okay, again, it doesn't tell us how much, but if we have a look in here, can we see, like if we go to torso, will it tell us how much protection? Well, we can't really see that. We can see encumbrance and stuff like that, but we can't see the protection that we're getting at the moment. So that sucks, but that's okay. Right, we're still under the influence. Let's keep on installing some more CBMs while we're here. We need to get this dielectric capacitance system going. Now, I was pretty sure that we did find another toolkit one while we were out, but maybe we didn't. Maybe I was just dreaming of that, because oh, I dream of having that back. Okay, 10%. For the dielectric, bam, done. And just to confirm with myself what the dielectric one is going to do for us, let's scroll on down. Essentially, this means that we can just take on, through your body lies a network of miniaturized piezoelectric capacitors which can be charged with bionic power to temporarily protect you from external electric discharge. I almost made it through that. And so that means that if we are dealing with shocker brutes, or just shocker zombies, we don't have to worry about the charge that we're going to get from them. In fact, I think it will actually help charge us. So that's cool. We are in a sense becoming Iron Plant Man. Woman. Yes. It's an interesting creature we are becoming. Okay, alright. Let's see. We've still got the fingerpick CBM and a railgun CBM that we can install. The fingerpick, how interesting, or how much are you going to help us out? Only 3%, I think it's worth us getting. Yep, there we go. And let's just have a quick gander at the fingerpick. Okay, one of your fingers has an electronic lockpick embedded in it. This automatic system will quickly unlock all but the most advanced key locks with any skill required on the part of the user. So it's just automatic. That means we don't have to carry around improvised lockpicks anymore, because our finger just does a thing. And that's great. So let's go ahead and drop those, because we don't need them anymore. We don't need no improvised lockpicks. Thank you very much. The stethoscope we'll still hold on to because it's useful. Okay, jumping back into here and having a look at our CBMs. The railgun CBM, I want to know if that's going to destroy our arm or not, so I'm going to want to have a good read of that. Yeah. Let's get a power storage one while we're here. 1% chance. What? Oh my god! What the fuck? Oh, I love that we've done all this really complex surgery, and then Dusk must have just been like, it's just a power storage module, it'll be fine, and she failed installing it. We had a 1% chance to fail, and we failed. It just goes to show, It can happen. The percentage chance is there. Wow. But it failed without incident, so that's okay. Does that mean that we actually lost it? It does. That's fine. I'm okay with losing that. That's alright. Let's have a read of the railgun again, just so that we can actually figure out what we are going to do with the railgun. Rail. What? Huh? Oh, because it's not here. It's on the other square. Good job I didn't freak out. There we go. Railgun CBM. Let's have a read. Okay, EM field generators in your arms double the range and damage of thrown iron steel objects at the cost of 1 power per throw, causing them to leave a trail of electricity that can cause additional damage. We might not need the bow. We might just need some badass throwing knives that we can launch out with, you know, essentially a railgun in our arm. But what it is that it's not actually firing them out, they're EM field generators. So the way that I would imagine it is that Dusk would use her hands to create an electromagnetic field between them, and then essentially it would be floating in a frictionless environment and then fired forward. I guess that's it, essentially. That's what we'd be trying to do with that. And that sounds amazing, so we're going to try and do it. So let's go ahead and activate the Railgun CBM. 5%. Okay, so we've been dealing with big ones. We're down on the smaller percentage chance to fail. Let's cross our fingers this time. Successfully installed the railgun. Yes. And what's good about this is that we don't have to worry about swapping out weapons and stuff like that. Actually, yes, we do. You still have to have the weapon out to hit T to throw. Oh well, that's okay. Okay, alright, so are there any others that we want to put on while we're here? The cranial flashlight is actually tempting just because, you know, we still use our flashlights occasionally, and I would almost imagine that just being not like an actual flashlight sticking out the forehead, but more just like a light that's embedded in Dusk's forehead that can just emit light, which would be pretty cool anyway. And I think would look pretty badass. So I think we are going to go for that. Let's see. 3% chance. Bam, cranial flashlight is in. Okay, we're still doing fine. We haven't suffered any ill effects from being on a huge amount of painkillers as of yet. Expanded digestive system, I don't know whether or not that would actually be something that we would really need for anything at all. Let's have a read of it though. Expanded digestive system. Okay, let's have a look at it if we can. Okay, synthetic stomachs. You can extract more nutrition from food, more resistance to foodborne illnesses, and can sometimes eat rotten food. See, I would like that because it gets us more nutrition out of food. So I don't know how that would affect the mutation that we have currently. But, you know, if she can get more nutrition out of the food that she does eat, then I think it's worth it. So we're going to go ahead and get a synthetic stomach in us. I don't know how hard that is to install. Let's go ahead and have a look. 13% chance. We are rolling the dice every time here. I feel like this is going to be the last one though. And we successfully do it. Okay, we've mucked around with fate enough. I don't want to push it much further than that. I feel like we have been really pushing it on that, but we have got some pretty awesome CBMs out of that. So I think what I'd want to try and do next is have a look and see what type of throwing weapons we can make, because that may be our new, you know, the new thing that we do. So, weapons. Where am I going to find that? Arrows. No. Other. Where am I going to find throwing knives? I guess they would maybe be under cutting or piercing. Because obviously javelins are an option. Am I? Oh, ranged. Okay, ranged is what I should have been looking for. I'm being silly. Okay, so these are ranged weapons we can make, but I'm imagining that along here we will have throwing knives. Throwing knives. Okay, we've got throwing axes as well. So I guess I could just search throwing, right? I think it's only going to give us the two things. Oh no, we've got a few. Throwing stick, throwing axe, auxiliary flamethrower. Okay, that's cool. Simple flamethrower. So throwing knives, let's see how they stack up against the throwing axes. So Throwing knives are going to do 10 damage. I don't know how much more damage we're going to do with the railgun CBM. It's worth us actually having a look at. The throwing axes do 16, and they do bash as well. Okay, but let's see. It's hard to tell what the range would be, but it's heavier, so that would be difficult for us to actually throw. Even though obviously they are throwing axes. So the weight of them is 2.38 kgs, whereas this is 1.3. We're looking at maybe 6 more damage for that. Oh, that's like a boomerang. Oh, it's not a boomerang. Okay, it's just a throwing stick for throwing. Yes. The throwing knives would be much easier to hold on to a whole heap of them. How many of these can we make? Oh, we can make a whole heap. That would take 2 days to craft 20. Wow. How many do we get from crafting 1? Do we just get 1? 4 hours to craft 1. But it only takes an extra 48 minutes to craft 2 because we're getting the assistance of our friends. So you can see that the way that it goes up, it's like, it's definitely worth doing 2 at a time. God, what? What? That is an insane amount of time it takes to craft any of this. 4 hours for one of them. That is insane. Okay, well, look, we've got some throwing knives already, right? We could just test them out. That is a thing. Did I put them in here, though? I did. Let's go ahead and pick them up. Let's wield said throwing knives. Took us actually a second for that to show up then. Store the punch daggers in our inventory. Okay, so we are wielding our throwing knives. It's kind of blocking our face a little bit, which is weird. Let's head outside. It is sunny at the moment because it is now the morning. Yay, look at that. And let's have a quick look around and see what we can find. That's our improvised shelter we made. I just want to find any kind of enemy, really. So we're going to go out into the fields and see if we can find anything living for us to go ahead. Oh, southeast, those are just our friends. Okay, Shayla is going to be very slow. How far are we going to have to go here to find something living? Quite far, apparently. There's nothing out here. Nothing at all. We've got a cat to the southwest. I'm sorry, cat, but your days might be numbered. Are we just going to kill the cat? I guess Dusk wouldn't have the same attachments to cats that we do, and I almost doubt that she would be able to do this. Oh no, hang on, we don't have to. You can just throw anything in your inventory. Okay, wow, okay, our chance of hitting is terrible. You can't really take time to aim, so we'd need to up our throwing skill by a lot, but... Oh, hang on. Let's activate it. Electromagnetic unit? No, we didn't want to do that. Oh my god, we just pulled the thing towards us. But that's interesting to think that we can pull them back towards us, right? Okay, no. What we want to do is turn on the... where are you? Railgun. Boom. On. Okay. We activate the railgun. Throw the throwing knife. It doesn't change our chance to hit, but... Okay, we activate the railgun. We zapped ourselves? That's dumb. What? What the hell? Why would we zap ourselves? Did we not even zap the... I mean, it's cool, but it leaves me thinking, how useful is this going to be? Did we just zap ourselves again? No, we didn't. Okay. It doesn't use up too much power. But we would need to drastically... What the frack? Okay, so the reason we're getting shocked is because like the electricity arcs away from it. So essentially, as soon as you throw the knife, you need to start backing up and moving away. It's actually not that good. That is not that good at all. It could be good in a pinch if there are like a lot of enemies in front of you and you need to try and stab them. But other than that, that's crap. Like, that's no good. That is a no good CBM for us right now. Now, if we got our throwing really good, we might think it's okay, but if we're going to be, just zapping our dielectric capacitance system, we wouldn't zap ourselves, would we? But that would mean that we'd have to have the dielectric capacitance system on all the time, and that would drain energy per turn. and I don't know whether or not we get back enough energy to... No, we don't. See, look, it's just draining. Oh, we got a little bit of our power back then from walking, etc. But not enough. No, it drains way too fast. So that's not really an option for us to have that on. We could turn it on if we were going into combat, but it just seems a little... I don't know, you know. It's just... It's not great. It's not amazing. It's not life-changing, but I didn't really expect it to be life-changing and amazing, but yeah, it really isn't all that useful at all. But guys and gals, this is where we're going to be wrapping up today's episode. We did manage to get a number of CBMs installed, which is cool. We need to spend some time working on our mutations though, because right now we do have a few, well really, I mean, ugly is obviously still one that's not so great for us to have. Sunlight dependent would be nice to lose that. It's not the end of the world us having that, but I'm thinking I would like to try and remove some and try and replace them with some others. There is a limit to what we can do. I'm very happy that we are in the threshold that we're in, but we can still get a lot of pre-threshold mutations that are still really good from other mutation trees. If we can start to make some medical ones, that would be great. I don't know if we know how to make them yet. Actually, you know what, Lady Sis, jump out my chair for a second. We're going to see what different types of mutations we can make. So let's go across to mutagen real quick. I will remember how to do this in a second. Okay, arrow keys. Right, so we can actually make medical mutagen now. Okay. We still don't know the Alpha one, which is something that I wanted to get for a while, but we do know how to make medical now, and we can actually make it right away. What do we need? Oh wow. Okay, so you actually need Prozac. You need drugs to make this happen. That's quite interesting. Okay, well let's see, how many can we make? We can make 2, so we could potentially make a serum here. It's only mutagen that we start running out of, so let's go ahead, let's use the Prozac, because we don't use that very often. And as for this, we have a lot of potassium iodide, so we're going to go ahead and use that. Well, actually, you know what, the multivitamins, let's use that instead. And let's use our chemistry set. We're going to go ahead and make 2 of these. We shall pour it into a container. Any will do. Glass flask. Oh, well, let's go for something that has 2 spaces. That makes sense. And we are going to go ahead and make a serum from that. Boom. Make a medical serum. Chemistry set. And are we going to... Ooh. Before we finish today's episode, we're going to use it because I know there've been a lot of cliffhangers in many different series recently, so I'll give you this one. I'll give you this one. We need to grab ourselves a syringe though. So let's go ahead and grab just the one. We don't need 5. And we're going to activate the medical serum and inject ourselves. So let's cross our fingers. I don't know what could possibly happen here. We could get some bad, we could get some good. But I think we're going to try it. Actually, I'm having like a little second thought, and my second thought is maybe it's better for us to use some purifiers now before we use that, because if we're using purifiers afterwards, there's a chance we could get rid of some beneficial medical ones we get, etc., etc. So I think it's probably going to be better for us to see if we can quickly make some purifiers, and we can only make 1. What is the limiting factor in this? Royal jelly. We don't want to be using royal jelly, so let's see if we can quickly make 2 mutagen. We just used 2, but that's okay. Muta? Okay, let's just go get out of that. Okay, and what is it? What is it? Is it bloody... What? Oh, it's always bleach. That's the answer to everything in life. If you're missing something, it's bloody bleach. It's always bleach, 100% of the time. It doesn't take too long for us to make now though, so that's, I guess that's something. Pour into the bleach container, thanks. There we go. Okay, let's go mutagens. We want to make 2 DOS mutagen. Thank you. Pour into the metal tank. There we go. Let's go ahead and make... Actually, do we want a purifying serum? That means we need 4 mutagens. How many would we make? How many would we need to make another 2? We'd need 4 bleach to be able to do that. But we have everything else, so that's good. So can we make 2 more bleach, please? Come back into here. 2 more bleach, 36 minutes, that's not too bad. Let's go ahead and spend the time. We're hungry and thirsty. Let's go ahead and deal with those. We're draining power right now because we still have our thing on. So pour the bleach. I almost went consume it. Let's not have a game over situation here, please, and thank you. Okay, let's go ahead, have a drink. Finish it all, and eat the rotten meat. Not bleach, please. Okay, we should get some more nutrition from this as well. So I don't know if 42 is more than we were getting before, but hey. It should be a passive one, right? Expanded digestive, it is. So let's go ahead and turn our railgun off because we still had it turned on. Okay, and let's see, what stage were we at? Have we made the mutagen? No, we hadn't. We need to go ahead and make 4. Oh, but no, alright, we just need to make another 2. Okay. Done. Pour into the 2-liter tank. You're getting an extra, few minutes this episode. Let's see, that's the mutagen done. We're gonna go purifier before my brain starts to melt. What are we missing? Of course we need bleach to make purifier as well. We need 6 bleach though, and that's going to take even more time, so there is a good chance that we are just going to pass out before we're able to do this. 6 bleach. Please. 1 hour and 48 minutes. Oh dear. Or at least we can make it, so that's okay. And I think we're slowly getting faster at making it as well. Oh, there we go. 12 bleach. I made an extra amount. So that's fine. At least we have it for the future, right? Purifier, 2. Thank you. Chemistry set, and let's make a serum. Oh, we're tired now. Stop crafting. No. Pour the purifiers into there. We shouldn't probably be doing this when we're dead tired, but it's okay. It doesn't affect the outcome or the change that you're going to have, so that's all right. Serum. Boom. And the reason I make serums is so that we actually get that experience from making them. Until it tells us that we no longer get experience from it, it's always going to be better for us to make serums. But also, I think for the purifiers as well, it is better to be using a serum for the most part. Okay, all right. We're going to go ahead, we are going to use the purifying serum, and we're going to see exactly what we end up losing. We might, here's my guess, I think we might end up losing disease immunity. I think that might go. I'm hoping we don't lose anything too terrible. I'm hoping we do lose ugly though, because that's going to help us interact with NPCs in the future. Okay, so where is our purifying serum? We've got the medical serum so far. Where is the purifying serum? There we go. Oh, we had another one already. Yay. Thank you to everyone that was shouting that at me. But hey, we've got a backup one, so that's good. We're gonna go ahead and use it, and okay. Whoa. This is good and bad. We lost a few things there, okay. We lost quite a few things. That is a lot that we lost. But we also, there's some good things gone, there's some bad things gone. Okay, so let's have a look and see. So the vine sprouter has turned back to vine limbs. That's okay, the vine limbs are still really good. We lost sunlight dependence, yes. We lost leaves. That's not the worst thing in the world. So we've got hair again. We lost fast metabolism, which is great. We lost saprophagy. So does that mean we can eat normal things? Our bark turns into phylum, and we lose our thorns. I feel like that's a trade-off worthy of losing the things that we lost. This is brilliant. This is brilliant. The reason why it's brilliant is that we still have the chloromorphosis, which means that when we sleep on soil, we're going to get hunger and thirst taken care of, which is great, but we do need to be in sunlight for that to happen. But we can eat regular food now. We can eat regular food, which is great. It's fantastic. That's really good news. So we can still get stuff from the ground. Our roots are still going to get stuff for us as well, but we don't have to do it. That's brilliant. So we can just eat regular, normal human food now, which is fantastic. We should still be able to eat this rotten food and not get sick because of our stomach. It smells awful and rotten. It'll make us upset to eat, which is an interesting change. A very, very interesting change. Oh, wow. You know what? For the first time as well, because we've actually lost the albino trait as well, Dusk's hair isn't white anymore, which is interesting. She's had her fey eyes this entire time, which has been really interesting, that has just stayed as it is. It hasn't gone. But then again, it is a starting one, so I imagine that's probably why it hasn't disappeared. Okay, so before we go on and finish the episode, I am going to use the other one. Please don't kill us, because our pain is already very, very high. I promised, and that's the reason why we're going to do it. We are going to go ahead and use the medical serum. So cross your fingers with me. Let's hope you don't get anything crazy. Don't get radioactive or anything like that. Okay. Addictive personality? That's fine. That's fine. We can get addictive to things. Well, no, not entirely fine, but that's okay. It's a trait that I usually have, so I think I'm okay with us having that. We have masochist, which means we actually kind of like pain, and we got infection resistant, which is great because we've got disease immune. We are now resistant to infection as well. But as we can see, it is easy to become addicted to things, and one thing that we might become addicted to is mutating. It's something that you can become addicted to, so it's something that we need to watch out for. Yeah. Something for us to be mindful of in the future. But guys and gals, that's going to wrap us up for this episode. It has gone on for a long one, and it was fun though. We got through a lot. Thank you for sitting through another episode with me. I have been Rycon. This has been Dusk and the gang. We are back home at the mansion. We are upgrading like a boss. I will see you in the next one. Until then, stay tuned.